Hey guys, Robbie. I got a special guest here to say something.
Greetings, this is Wonder Woman. You are watching Pros versus Noobs.
Actually, Wendy, that's supposed to be Pro teaches noobs. I know you like you like to do fighting and everything, but not everything's always.
And today, this is Azula from Avatar The Last Airbender. We're going to teach you how pros do things. They do it better than their brother. They're about to celebrate becoming an only child.
Yeah, I hear you say that a lot, Azula.
Yeah, noobs are just twerps and they all need to go to bed. They sure are. I can't stand a noob. You know who's a noob? Billy from The Grim Adventures of Billy and Mandy. I can't stand that guy. But he is my best friend, so whatever.
Oh, way to go, Mandy. So, yeah. What they said. Welcome to Pro Teaches Noobs. Hey guys, welcome to another lesson of Pro Teaches Noobs. Yeah, with me, Pika.
Hey, patas.
And today we are doing the penultimate of our Kingdom Come coverage, as we do one of two World's Finest stories. Basically, Mark Waid is actually making a proper return to Kingdom Come with the story he actually wants to tell, with the Boys Thunder arc. Now you're wondering, wait, what's this have to do with Kingdom Come? It's actually pretty clever, to be honest. Although, I saw it coming but right before the reveal, but not at the beginning. I didn't see it at the beginning, but there was a point where I'm like, oh, wait. I don't know if you had that same vibe when you were reading it.
Yeah, it was like, it was basically like, because it is set in the past, and it was made.
Well, the entire series is set in the past.
Main past, or is it set in the other Earth's past?
Right. But, no. World's Finest is all set in the current DC Earth's past.
Yeah, but this was a curveball to it when it.
Oh, yeah, this one was. Yeah, this one definitely was. And I will say that. And, yeah, let's just dive in. Look at that Tim Drake book.
Ugh.
I don't need to be reminded of that. Gotham City. Doomed planet. Desperate scientists. Last hope. I think this is a nod to Birthright. Or not Birthright, to All-Star.
No, could be either.
The different world, the different words like Doomed planet. Desperate scientists. Last hope.
Yeah, weird if it's because Mark Waid wrote Birthright.
Well, he wrote Birthright, and then I realized, no, I meant All-Star. It's more All-Star.
Yeah, and All-Star was
Morrison did that. Morrison did the summing it up with just specific words.
Yeah.
Except we don't get loving couple. Where a mysterious rift is open up the sky, high and bright enough to be seen by half the U.S., As the world watches and waits, NORAD assures us the Air Force is on full support. So anyone could be coming through this thing. The Legion of Doom, communist aliens, cavemen with lasers even. Jack Ryder. Be worried, be dangerous. Unknown forces are threatening our children. Oh, shut up, Jack.
Why has Jack Ryder been pushed under the bus this much?
Because no one cares to use him as Creeper anymore.
Ugh.
And really, he's the only extremist news journalist they've had. Or at least one that the public would know about anyway. There's at least one that's in DC, the Electric Saga, that they could have brought back if you've been watching that with me and Jared.
More or less. At least, and by less, I mean on the background, because those some of those are long.
Right. But anyway. Yeah, Batman's like, you could just wait and see what's the rip in the sky saying, hey, remember, it's better to be out in front of the problem than behind it. Maybe project some positive energy out in the world for once, Batman. For all we know, we could be meeting winged unicorns bearing a cure for bankrupt. Like, was that a ghost? Did we just get slimed? No damage at all. Changing course. Any sign of the ship? Well, I advise following the guy with the red cape. Where am I? Who are you people? This is the planet Earth. My name is Kal-El, and he's being modest. We call him Superman. Brooding guy over there is Batman. I'm Robin. And you, who speaks impeccable English for a spaceman, are David Sakella. Then it worked. They did it. They? Slow down. It's okay. My parents, Gail and Asher Sakella, they believed in parallel worlds. But I didn't believe them. And the rocket drive. Slow down. It's okay. They invented this thing. They called it a hypertime drive. They said it could travel to alternate realities. This was meant to be their test probe. Historic tracks. The Flash travels to parallel Earth through vibration and phasing, and that craft goes right through it before it slowed down. And that's quite an achievement, David. I'd very much like to meet the scientists who found the key to the multiverse. David, you can't. They're gone. Everybody, everything. My world exploded. My parents sent me away so I wouldn't die with them. David, I'm so sorry. You are safe here. What? Ow! Hot, hot! What's happening to me? Help me! David, I can't turn it off. Somebody do something! David, it'll be okay. Your bodily functions are normal, but your stress indicators are off the chart. Try to calm down, all right? Breathe. That's it. Okay. Breathing. What is this? What's wrong with me? We're gonna find out. You go ahead, Superman. There's something I want to check out. I'll be in touch. Wait, are you taking him to the fortress? Can I come? He never takes me anywhere fun. Hop on. Wait, what? Up and away! Oh my God! How can you fly? You are right to bring him here, Kal-El. We suspect his Earth had a markedly cooler sun. Thus his cells, like yours, process solar energy differently here. Here on, David releases that energy in the form of intense heat or blinding light, perhaps even as a gravitational flux enabling flight. Can it be controlled? Likely with guidance and training. Give me a moment with the fabricator. Thank you, Kim Da. I'm sure this is a lot to take in. You've been awfully quiet. I don't know what to say anymore. This is like some crazy dream. Superheroes, shrunken cities, miniature aliens. How is any of this real? Here, this'll help. In Earth's environment, Kandorian fabrics are indestructible. This suit will help the boy contain his new powers. In hopes that you might follow in Kal-El's footsteps, we have modeled it after the garment of LO2, a legendary Kryptonian freedom fighter. Let's go test it out. Robin, like they say, everything is bigger on Earth. Robin! Is everyone in your world dressed like this? Just the cool kids. Trust us, you're in good hands. And Elation, I repeat, Robin, if you can hear me, move to the private channel. We have a situation. This is your home? Sometimes. Do you even have cities on this Earth? Do you have a Gotham? We do. My parents on this world, they're alive here. Take me to them. Batman said that's not the best idea, David. Not right. Now! David, no, I have to see my mom and dad. Please, right now. You found them? I did. They're scientists as well, though not as accomplished. Down here. The Gale and Asher of Sakella of our reality. But David, there's something you should know. Mom! Dad! David, no!
Oh, I remember this.
It's me! It's your son, David! Mom! Oh, I'm so happy to see you. Asher? What is this? Who are you? Where did you come from, you little... Dad, don't you recognize... Whoosh! Wait, no, take me back! I don't understand. Is there another me or something, or... Son, listen to me. Yes, Sakella also had a boy named David. He died when he was 3. I'm sorry, but for their sake, don't reopen their wounds. Oh.
There might have been a chance to give them some kind of reunion, but not after that.
Okay, and this is where we establish something about David. He's impulsive! In a way that's detrimental.
Yeah.
He's still in shock. Wait, wouldn't you be? Imagine losing your parents twice in one day. Poor kid needs a place to be. Can you and Dick and Alfred take him in? We're not really equipped to train a child with superpowers, Clark. How about your parents? You and I can't show David our civilian identities yet. That's too big a secret to saddle him with, especially in his condition. Still, if I'm all he has, congratulations, Clark. I think you just became a father. Hey, while you two keep trying to figure stuff out, I'm calling an audible. I know how to distract David from his trauma a little bit. Maybe make him feel less alone. It does, however, require a field trip. Just up ahead, there's a place built inside a mountain. What is it with you people and caves? Oh, ignore that, David. I want you to meet some of my friends. These are the Teen Titans. Please, it's right there, Leonard, on the other side of the door. It's been 3 weeks of hunger, 3 weeks of hunger, Leonard, and you can end it. Simply reach through the door. That's all. It's right there. Beautiful. The key has always been an underrated villain.
Yeah.
And yeah, whenever they use him, he is a threat to be reckoned with.
Yeah. Kind of statistically coming across now too.
Well, especially here, yeah.
And then that could be out of context. That could be repainted as a SCP-106.
You know that better than I do.
Yeah.
But how? I gotta say, this was an interesting start of giving Superman a sidekick.
Someone who is not a female clone, like Supergirl, has been recently being criticized as.
Yeah, exactly. And he has his own unique standing, but he's someone that does need Superman. But I also like how Dick brings him to see the Titans right off the bat.
Yeah, because
he needs it.
Yeah, close to same age peer group.
And again, he needs friends. He definitely needs friends. Mike, you sure about this? Yes. No. Okay. David, relax. If this doesn't work, I'll pluck it out of the air before it can hit me, Kid Flash. Sure. Holy cow. Yow, the noise. Oh man, that's new. Whoa. You're definitely getting more control over your hot flashes, David. That was the most focused one yet. But what brought the boom? And we're not going to call them hot flashes, right? My guess, your guess are better than most people's facts. So have at it. It's a side effect, like a thunderclap from a lightning bolt, where when he goes big, David superheats the air around him for a split second. Same thing that causes thunder. Hence, Krakoom. Ha! There's your superhero name, Boy Thunder. Do I get a vote? Sorry, it's settled. And forget it. It's borderline trademark infringement. You hate Boy Thunder. Nope, it's too perfect. Boy understands. And now what? And now I fight crime? Am I a Teen Titan? Baby steps, dude. Robin, a sec. Are you sure about taking this kid under your wing? And that's going to be more Superman's job. But go on. He seems stable enough, but there's something about him. It's just a gut feeling, but be careful, okay? Something's off here. I mean, sure, we had comics and movies on my Earth, but not real life superheroes. I can fly. That is, and fire. I have a cape, which reminds me, you need to start wearing your mask. Expose your identity, and you'll never have a private life. You don't wear a mask, true, but I do, and take different steps to secure my identity. Plus, if I give people the slightest reason not to trust me, they'll fear me instead. That's it, David. Good work. You're really coming along. And so does Superman have a private life at all? That's a later conversation. Right now, I'm more concerned with setting up for a life here for David Sakella. Suggestion, Supergirl, you can always put him in an orphanage. Ow!
Yeah, that's like something that Mark Waid.
Wait, have to bring that back. Because I never liked that whole just ditching her.
Yeah, I don't understand why not just keep the Supergirl Apocalypse origins where Clark was just happy to have a family member and try to
Agreed. That's why I preferred the Loeb take.
Yeah, that
Even as bad as it got was the Supergirl series.
Yeah, it started well and then it started to nose.
Why did Loeb ever do a screw you bit with the whole, Jor-El's brother wanted him dead, was their Cain and Abel.
Yeah.
Anyway.
The opening is good, just keep the good stuff and ignore the bad stuff.
And Batman's buzzed. Go for Superman. I need some help, fast. Situation, apparently Gotham City doesn't have enough supervillains. The key is broadcasting across all major media outlets on a loop. Listen, people of Gotham, welcome to the ultimate lockdown. And entomophobia. It's rare, but real. It's linked to the fear of open spaces or confining places. Specifically, it's the crippling fear of doors and windows. And right now, everyone in Gotham has experienced entomophobia to the massively amplified degree. Effective immediately, elevators and subways are packed with panic-trapped passengers. Hospital patients, their lives hanging in the balance with no access to urgent medical care. Police officers are helpless, locked inside their precincts and vehicles. Firemen struggle as they may find themselves paralyzed outside burning buildings, full of occupants who cannot escape. $5 billion in untraceable currency unlocks the doors. I've given the authorities remote delivery instructions. What happens next is up to them. Damn! Again! I wish more people would use the key! Really, he'd be a great villain. Maybe, hell, I could see him actually being a villain in a Justice League movie as being the secret villain.
Yeah.
Like, not the villain you would know or he's either the villain you see off the bat, who's the precursor of the real villain, or he's the secret villain behind the other villains.
Yo.
Because he's either good for starting things off or good for ending it.
Yeah.
Would you agree with that? Like, he's either good for the precursor.
Yeah.
But anyway, the key, a Justice League villain who has been lying low for a while. The key traffics in psychotropic chemicals, citywide arsol blanket. Most likely, I have a friend of ours working on antidote, but it'll take time. I can steer you to the most urgent crisis from here. You're not joining us? If we could, but we're victims too. For all intents and purposes, Robin and I are locked inside the Batcave. Oh! So they can't leave. They're not panicked, but they just can't leave.
Yeah, or maybe it's both-ish. Like
no, they're not showing fear.
Yeah, but there is asymptomatic that they have fear, but they are not.
They're controlling it enough that it's not paralyzing them, but they can't override its main effect.
Yeah,
that's what it is. Wouldn't you say it's like
they're
not paralyzed with fear, but
let's go with
still there.
Yeah, let's go with that.
Yep, and start outside Gotham General. Already there. For God's sake, he's bleeding out. Open the door. I'm trying. I've got you. I'll open the ambulances. You push patients through the ER doors if you have to. Hurry! Don't worry about the infirm in the hospital. I call for backup. Supergirl's inside vaporizing entire walls so doctors can access rooms. We've got 4 alarm fires on Skip, Sprang, and elsewhere. Leave David there for now. You need to move quickly. No, I want to help. David is his Batman. Head due west until I say when. Go! Can't one of the supers swing by and drag us out? We're too busy hunting the key from a cave with a computer that laughs at firewalls. The key thinks he's left no electronic trail. He's wrong. David, you're there. Look down. Are you kidding me? You're putting a flaming kid inside a coal mine? You said you wanted to help, remember? Besides, I need David, not Boy Thunder, or whatever the hell you're calling yourself. You cannot use your heat powers. No kidding. You won't need to. All you have to do is throw a switch. A partial collapse is spreading methane gas behind one of the tunnel doors. Ordinarily, the miners would simply let themselves out, but they can't. And they're running out of air quickly. There should be a lock switch visible somewhere. Throw it to open that door so you can pull them out, understand? Got it. Here goes. No, David. And Batman, nothing's happening. The door is broken. It's not locking. Oh, God. Copy that, David. You're going to have to use your heat to slice open that lock. But you said not to. No other option. But you have to be very careful and be very careful. Controlled. If you're not, you can accidentally detonate the methane, killing the miners and you both. Why can't Superman? Listen to me. Seconds count. The supers are handling all they can, and they're too busy to reroute in time. Even they can't be everywhere at once. What if it goes wrong? It won't if you can concentrate. Use just enough power to slice the lock, and no more. You can do this. Okay, I prefer this Batman. If it was like the 90s Batman, he'd be an ass, putting more pressure on him.
Yo, then again, 90s Batman was at a certain point of his
How
life.
did he?
But this Batman is not there yet.
Nope, he is being reasonable. He's saying, like, you can do it. He's being strict but fair.
Yeah.
Like Mary Poppins.
Yeah. But
I'm joking.
yeah. Okay. Yeah.
That was a joke.
But it's more like, but it's still in the past, in the early years when he was still.
Oh yeah, when he had a dick.
Yeah, when he was still having a dick as Robin. After Jason died, and when Tim took the place, there was a transitional period where.
By the way, quick question before we go further. So, with my interview with Jam DeMatteis, it really set the new miniseries in an interesting light, doesn't it?
Hmm.
But yeah, we can talk about that whenever we ever cover that book.
Yeah.
But anyway, too much. Easy, David. These miners are counting on you. You have to save them. Please, no, I can't. David, what's happening? David, I'm sorry. I'm so sorry. Superman, I see. I'll be there as soon as I can. David, what's happened to your home world? Help, someone help, please help us, please. Oh! And there goes my family's vacuum. Hold on.
Uh-huh. Hmm. Why did it sound like a ice cream?
How loud can you hear it at all besides the chime?
Not much. Why did it sound like an ice cream truck?
Just the chime, right?
Yeah, sounds like an ice cream truck.
But anyway, there's no way Batman and the others could have known this because he didn't tell them. Oh, but they're safe. Do nothing, they die. Oh, take a deep breath. You're safe. So he did it.
Oh.
Well, all good. Where to next? Concentrate on the subways and elevators. They'll be over in a few minutes. Remember how I said I had someone working on an antidote? Well, can I say it to him? Can I? I'm dying to. Let me. Hey, Superman, look up in the sky. Blue Beetle to Batman. Counter serum deployed. You're a hell of a chemist, Ted. And I was working up your notes, good sir. How else can I help? We got it from here. The trail ends in that warehouse. Recon and lead shielding. No telling what's inside. He's gone. No sign of the key anywhere. There's his exit. It's like he's taunting us to follow him. We get that a lot in Gotham. Be ready for whatever's on the other side of this door. Or it could be anything. Late. And you didn't capture him? He escaped into a void. We shut him down for now, but my gut tells me he's still in Gotham somewhere. We'll find him. Did Supergirl apologize yet for losing you in the time stream? Eventually. That was from the previous arc. She was a tremendous help today. I'm sure. She's right over there, you know. I can see that. Did you ask her what she's doing Saturday night? You're a riot. Again, I'm so glad Mark Waid is back at DC because he's bringing this type of lighthearted writing that you are only getting from, unfortunately, like from Williamson and Adams, who, in the case of Adams, yes, great, but not selling well.
Yeah.
And Williamson, it's like a stretched too thin.
Yeah. Didn't he burn out?
Well, he's dropped a couple of books, but he's not gone.
Yeah.
I mean, come on, if he was gone, he wouldn't be at the panel at SDCC.
Huh.
But anyway, I'm proud of you, David. What you did back and go, and what made you go back in? Does it matter? Sure, it does. You could have been killed. That's what I mean. So I die. What would that matter? I've got this. Hey, did my cousin say anything to you about where I came from? No. Krypton, right? Kind of. Actually, a chunk of it that withstood the planet's explosion. We called it Argo City. Despite the tragedy, its leaders scrambled constantly to make us feel as normal as possible. But that didn't last. So they brought back the meteor storm as opposed to Brainiac.
Mm-hmm.
Although, to be fair, it's hard to tell how much of this is just broad-stroking canon and overwriting canon.
And how much the superhero remember from the trauma of it all.
Exactly. It's hard to tell. I get Wade's been given a lot of clout here, but at the same time, I'm questioning how much of this is, just broad-stroking. A meteor storm eventually wiped out Argo and wiped Argo out too. My parents just barely managed to rocket me, and me alone, to Earth. Cal was only a baby when he lost his home, too young to remember. I was 15. Yeah. So I went through this thing called survivor's guilt. It's a natural reaction to trauma, and I want to understand the word natural and understand. And I want to underscore the word natural. And guilt that somehow I didn't deserve surviving when everyone else perished. On the one hand, after seeing somebody die, it motivated me to save people. On the other hand, it left me very, very angry. I like this. I love this parallel. And also, I do like how Wade is taking pre-crisis Supergirl, but adding elements from post-crisis. Now, granted, I think this comes more from naturally what a modern writer would do in general.
Yeah, and with having a character with the same experience, it also gives us the excuse to explore it.
Yeah, at the unfairness, at the loss, at myself for not stopping Argo's devastation, even though I couldn't possibly have. I packed it way down because I wanted to be like Kal-El, who keeps it cool 24/7, but it was still there. Until I dealt with it, it gave me a self-destructive dive headlong into danger streak that masqueraded as courage. All this to say, I'm always here to talk. Or we can find you professionals if you want, but remind yourself every day, David, there's nothing you could have done, and that's okay. What happened was not your fault. Right? Right. And you failed. It was a setback. I'm not at this moment rich beyond the dreams of avarice. That's a failure. I didn't expect Superman to complicate matters. Him or his new sidekick. A sidekick, you say? Oh, I do so love sidekicks. They're so delicate.
That is
What?
Thinking about the Joker's characterization, it would be more understandable if it was Joker from after he had killed a Robin instead of before he had even.
Yeah, but I think it's going to be a hint off to what he will do. I think that's what Wade is going for. Please, Mr. Ratcatcher, I'm nobody, just a clerk at the diamond store. I'm not as valuable as a hostage. Hostage? You misunderstand. You're here for dinner. Oh yeah, whoop, 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 whoop. I love that whoop, whoop as meaning the batarang.
Yeah. Whoop, 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 whoop,
the bat boss. I told you he'd find us. Where? Bam, bam. Did I get him? I think I got. Batman's not your problem. Meet Boy Thunder. There you are. Get him. And David, hold your ears. Not the way I wanted to handle that. My ears are ringing too. What did I say? Observe, do not engage. But he had a gun. They all have guns in Gotham, or worse. Now do you understand why I work in the shadows silently? To do my job, I need men like these to be terrified of me. I'm sorry, Batman. I just got so furious. That's another thing. Logic over heart. Curb your emotions and in the field, or they'll blind you. Superman says we should never be cynical. Superman generally fights in front of cheering crowds against science, criminals, and world beaters. They love Metropolis for the same reason. Even Gotham treads darker, David, and you need to be prepared for that. And there are some generally sick-twisted minds out there. Henny, I'm home. Key, Pagey Mr. Key. The cackle was enough of the doorbell, Joker. Trust me. Did you meet with Angleman? I did, and he gave us his angler willingly. And he gave us his angler willingly. Well, not exactly. No one's generous. No one's generous anymore. I remember when Lucifer outright gave me a dinosaur in a cave. Best Christmas in a can. Best Christmas ever. Also bloodiest. The angler bends in space. Do I have that right? It'll provide the power you need, Key. We're about to find out. Oh, yes. This will do perfectly. They're the Joker and the Key. Interesting team up.
Yeah.
Sorry, just look at it. You know you can fly, right? I like the exercise. Superman really needs tips from the Flash. You have a superpowered sidekick. And superpowered sidekick. I was hoping you'd have some pointers on how to teach him mind the ropes. You did it with Supergirl. She was more mature. David's a kid. Fair. So was Kid Flash. Did his name. I chose not the helicopter. If you're always there, it feels like a game. They don't learn to be resourceful. Wally needed to see for himself that the job can be dangerous. He knows to come to me when it's beyond him. My best advice, if he's committed, you let him run and catch him if he stumbles. We got these guys. SOS before they capsize. Why are they still shouting? They're saying that, and this isn't their boat. That pirates used it to board their oil tanker. They jumped on overboard when bullets came their way. Pirates? Where? From what I could see, from what I could see, I wouldn't worry about it. You do not speak our tongue. Do you speak English? Yes? Good. Then follow my commands if you want to live. Attaboy! Pretend it's a whaler. Nope. And that's almost all of them, Boy Thunder. You got the stragglers? Oh, yes. Aye! Hey, did you really have to burn him? Maybe just a general flame burst to scare him on a ship filled with oil? Point. Still, Aqualad, Robin, Wonder Girl, Fleet Feet, Kid Flash. Listen to old Speedy when I say that our Boy Thunder had the right idea. Sometimes you gotta go hard. That Boy Scout you hang out with is too. Don't hurt them, and let's go save a kitten. If they hit you, you hit back harder. Say it with, oh boy, conflicting advice.
Yeah.
God, if he had any more hot air in him, he'd float away. Work David up some more, why don't you? David is so sad and angry. That spells trouble. Agreed. Some of it's survivor's guilt. Anger at being helpless turned inward. But he's carrying around something bigger than he's not telling us. We better figure it out before... Aye! No! You son of a burp! Stop shooting at my friends! David! Just fine. Just grazed. I'm fine. Good. Superman, I know you can hear me. Not in front of his friends, all right? Uh-oh, fellow Titans. Did you see that look on Big Blue's face? Somebody's in trouble. I'm not going to tell you again, David. We do not punch down ever. I'm sorry. I know I wasn't taking it seriously enough, and that's not the issue. There were non-lethal ways to handle that threat. Instead, you went from 0 to 11 without a thought. You let your anger boil over and nearly killed a man. We are not judge and jury. You can use force to save people, but you can never, ever be responsible for the loss of a single life. Now, if you want to be my partner, please don't hate me. I don't. David, your heart rate just doubled. What is it? What are you not telling us? It was my fault. I'm not a good person, Superman. You may think I am, but I'm not. What was? My mom and dad, before the end, months before, they finished an escape rocket. Our rocket. One big enough for all of us. But all their talk about the end of the world coming, I didn't take it seriously. I thought it was crazy. I never believed them. So I would goof around their lab, hide stuff, pull pranks. I thought it was funny. But then one day, by accident, I swear to God, I wrecked the rocket. They'd have to rebuild it, but they never had time. I wasn't taking it seriously. I killed my parents. I'm responsible. Oh, I guess that's strong.
Hmm.
He was just being a kid, but
Yeah, it's one of those you gotta understand if it's a mistake, but that big of a mistake.
it's like something that would have been simple in that moment, but he never took it seriously. Would you? What the? Advertising maybe in this town could be anything. David, oh my God, help! That's not what I meant. Oh God, help! Oh no, Batman, are you seeing this? Seeing it? I'm in it, and hurry! A direct doorway to the bottom of the Gossip River. Millions of gallons of water a second, flooding the streets. Thank you, Angleman. Do you know what I call a scheme like this? A distraction, a work of art. I can try to blow it away. You won't make a dent. Can you close the door? That's not enough. What's he doing? Changing the course of mighty rivers. He's right. It's not enough just to stem the flow. People are still in danger from the water already here. If I know Superman, he's figured out not just how to stop the flood, but to reverse it. That is one badass car. Thanks. And no, you can't drive it. Still no shortage of rescue work for us. You go uptown. I'll say, David! Joker! Okay, our special guest has arrived. Now the real fun has begun. Keys to the kingdom. That's where the hint off comes.
Yeah.
Which we'll get there.
Keys come from.
And I'll be honest, this is where it started to tip off for me. This whole bit is where it started to tip off to me before the reveal. I'm like, wait, the Joker, what Joker's doing to him, and David's attitude, his name.
Yeah. Was his name as David ever brought up in the
once you add all this together, his attitude, what Joker does to him, and his first name, I figured it out right beforehand.
That reminds me, was he ever called David in the original?
Yes.
Where?
I seem to recall he was called at one point when they met, when they confronted him. After the explosion.
Yeah, let me.
I think.
Quickly check it out.
I know David was used somewhere. No, I take it back. It was because of JSA. It was because of JSA. Clearly, Mark is carrying that over.
Oh, God.
Don't tell me you don't know their real names. Your Superman's partner, Robin's chum. Batman's quietly endures your presence. I refuse to believe you don't know their secret identities. You mewling muppet. Tell me! No, I swear. Ah! Joker, you've been at this for hours. Time truly does fly, Mr. Key. I warned you. While you're captive in my special lock, just thinking about using your powers creates a backlash. Please, don't hurt me. Let me go. Adorable. You think those capable villains are coming to save you? Like, well, they're not. Oh, jeez. How pure is this badge? As a winter sunset, sir. The badge you're holding has a street value of roughly another dead end, Batman. Superman! And Gotham's overrun with lead-lined building, abandoned hospitals, x-ray labs, nuclear power plants, and the like. This one's now a mess lab. But no Joker, no Key. We'll find David Clark. We're experts on that sorts of thing. Everyone's on the case. Rob and I are digging for a lead at the Key safe house from last week. The Titans are turning Gotham upside down. Commissioner Gordon has the GCPD on full alert. And also, I'm the world's greatest detective. So there's that. Superman's pissed. I've never seen that before. Helplessness is a lot for Clark to process. Losing people close to him is a particular trigger. Grief he can handle. It's anger he has a hard time managing. I guess there's not much he can do without flattening a city, so he'll internalize it. Right now he's angry at the Joker, but he's even mad at himself for putting David in the crosshairs. How do you know? Because so am I. But found our clue. The keys filed off every serial number and identifying marks on every bit of equipment in this place. Or almost. Everyone, listen up. I'm cross-referencing the deliveries of certain LexCorp advanced electronics with Wisconsin buildings listed as vacated. You need to investigate 1270 Andrew Street, north of the financial district. Okay, whatever we were expecting, it wasn't this. Wow.
Doors on doors and doors.
Good. You're awake. Well, you passed out. What exactly did Joker ask you and make you see, if I may ask? Everybody was him. How? He used chemicals to play with your brain. Who do you think taught him the finer points? And helping out that monster? Pretty proud of yourself. And why not? I grew up in a pathetic, dilapidated hamlet, so small the phone numbers were single digits. Everyone mistook me for a slow-witted child. I wasn't. I was a frustrated prisoner. I spent my mental energy dreaming of escaping, of seeing all that I was being kept from, of finding doors to places that would delight and challenge me. But if I could look outward, I'd look inward. It's said that humans use only 10% of their brains. Oh boy, that old lie. I began psychotropic.
Actually, you could actually justify its use here because it is set in the past when they still thought it was a thing.
Yeah, with psychotropic drugs in an attempt to unlock what was unused. Do you know what I discovered? She says the 10% canard is an old wives' tale, a myth pushed by self-help quacks and grifters. So he knows it's fake. Who needs their marks to believe they're all sitting upon some explosion of personal potential just waiting to be unlocked if they keep shoveling money? Modern brain come on. Hate when it scrambles like that. I hate when it scrambles.
Oh.
I didn't even go back and forth like that, like anything.
Hetkinen. Never mind.
Okay. Modern brain imaging proves that even while asleep, there aren't any areas of our brain that lie dead or dormant. No, the true key to unlocking the power of the mind is by chemically altering the brain and body over time to shed the chains of self-consciousness. Only unbound by mundanity, by ego and self-image can the brain expand to the new connections, insight that can transform the world. That became the secret of my genius. The tragedy of my genius is it hungers. Joker fancied himself a bit of a chemist as well. He agreed to provide me with some of his experimental psychotropics once I help him get what he wants. But frankly, he keeps moving the goalposts. 1 minute $1 billion, the next is an invitation to the Cannes Film Festival or a house built to look like his head. Unfortunately for you, he's been laser focused on today's call. Bloodshed. Please let me go. I won't tell anybody it was you. They know. But I have to say, I'm not accustomed to superheroes pleading for their lives. I'm not a superhero. I'm not even from here. Not from Earth. That would explain the powers. No, I came from a whole other Earth. My parents sent me here in a kind of spaceship. Superman found me in. Wait, you're saying you come from a parallel world? My God, has fate presented me the key to the multiverse? This is impossible. We'll never find the right door. Not only do they go on forever, opening everywhere and anywhere and everywhere. Both of those I can X-ray through, and those I can't. But they keep fading in and out at random. Wrong. There's a pattern. There's a finite number of potential death traps. What happens when one of us opens a door? I don't know. The vacuum of space or a stampede of kryptonite buffalo? Back. Hundreds of doors. But the key will use only one. One. The Joker wears gloves. The key does not. And Big Blue has microscopic vision. And cool.
And the fingerprints.
Yep. Oh, wait. I'm right-handed. Silly me. Let's try the left side. Step away from the boy. The key. He's getting away. Apprehend thee, aren't we, Wonder Girl? Key's only a second or two ahead of us this time. Finally, we've got... Boom! And Aqua and I have the clown. The rest of you, help Batman Super. Clown's mine! A giant alien monster, says Robin. Hey, I know what'll be helpful. A purple bow and arrow! Hey, clown, guess what? I'm not playing your stupid games. Everyone, keep pushing. Force it back where it came from. How do we keep it there? The door's wrecked. Then rebuild it. There you are, my fud house. Kid, you're taking all the joy out of this. That's it. Keep adding on. How do you like Bane? How do you like Bane? Sealed. Where's the Joker? Die, you sick freak. David, no, he's done. He's had enough. Stop. You torture me, you bourbon psychopath. You torture me and you got off on it. If I ever lay eyes on you again, ever, I swear I'll kill you. I don't know if it's tomorrow or 20 years from now. I will kill you. There's the reveal. He's Magog. The actual Kingdom Come Magog.
Yeah, and the torture is also how he lost his eye.
Yeah. But yeah, wow. I mean, I figured it out by this issue, but that was still a great twist.
Ooh.
But yeah.
And before this next one came out, the people were actually thinking that is this series itself set in the Kingdom Come?
Yeah, but it was made clear, no, it's not.
Yeah.
Now, relax, Boy Thunder. It's a harmless injection, a chemical designed to unlock truths. I've told you all I know. Not yet. You say an intradimensional ship brought you here from a parallel Earth, that the ship is now in Superman's hidden fortress? Think about this fortress. Picture it in your mind. I need to learn where it is. I don't know, I swear. But you've been. I only followed, meaning your brain nevertheless recorded the flight path, even if you don't remember it consciously. The chemicals help with that. I'm about to draw from your brain all your memories in great detail. No, he'd never forgive me. Oh, I see. You couldn't bear the shame of betraying a secret. Is that what's bothering you? Shh, relax. I'm the key. I can lock the doors of the mind as well. You won't remember this conversation at all. The Joker will live. If we weren't so perpetually fueled by hate, I'd reevaluate that assessment. It was an accident. No, it wasn't. Robin, I saw you, David. We had to hold you back from outright murdering him. Maybe you think he deserved it for torturing you, but that's not your call to make, is it? And Kid Flash and the rest of the Titans can rush Joker to Arkham's medical bay. Robin and I will pick up the Key's trail. Superman's a sidebar. Nothing's curbing David's rage. He's out of control. An infant with a machine gun. I saw for sure I could guide him. You set the most shining example in the world, Clark. But even you can't force someone to follow it if they aren't ready. You know what you have to do. You told me the contingency yourself. And I'm sorry. David, come with me. I'd like to join you. I think I know what's next. He'll need a friend. Superman, I'll do better, I swear. I know you mean that, David, but it's not the first time you've said it. We both want it to be true, but I can't afford to take any more chances. What is that? Kandorian technology. Professor Kimda, the man originally designed it and diagnosed you, helped me design it. It will nullify your body's ability to absorb and process sunlight into energy. You're taking my powers away? No, I'll be nothing. That's not true, David. You'll be a truly great kid. I mean that. I may be forced to mislead people sometimes, but I've never lied. You need counseling, urgently, and there's no shame in that. I promise you, I'll get you the help you need. As a normal boy. Right out of Superman 2!
Yeah.
No. This isn't your fault. It's mine. I can do better. You didn't ask for any of this. We're both learning how all of this works, but we're a team. Robert, did you hear that? This had better be Kryptonite Buffalo Stampede.
He didn't go through with it.
No, he didn't. He just couldn't.
Yeah. It's kind of the opposite of the...
What?
Of the of the change ending in the way as Elite movie where they
Yeah. Well, that's because he realized he can't. It's like this is different. This is different. He's not set on his path yet. But yeah, they realized the key. Find him. Yes, sir. Come on, guys. We're all friends here. There. Careful. That was too easy. Gentlemen, forgive me. I was hoping no one would be here. I realize it's gauche to drop in uninvited, especially when you've brought friends for much-needed company. And Bag of Bones, Acid Master, Dr. Phoenix, the Abominable Snowman, Ferlin Nixley and his Devil's Harp, and the Zebra Man. And as for Superman, unfortunately for him, wait, no, I've been here long enough to eavesdrop on his plans. Key! Ah! I thought that might work, at least for a little while. Now, if you'll pardon me, I'm off to unlock the multiverse. And the wizarding is tiresome. Dance for me! No, my harp! Thunder, where are you? Over here. This acid guy's a jobber, but I don't have eyes on the other. Get down! What's wrong? The key put me through the solar drain process. It should wear off shortly, but for now, you're the only one of us, Eddie, and you're the only one of us with Eddie powers. And that the way you losers want to play? Fine. They're burned but not dead. Recovery process in progress, still weak. And I've lost sight of David and the flare. Me too. Where could he be? Wonderful. Just as the boy remembered it. Let's take a look at these controllers. Get out of there. Now! Or, oh, that's right. You wouldn't recall. I took one last preventative measure against you. Freeze! Why can't I? Don't even try to move. I've had control of your mind, child. I installed a paralysis command, triggered by a keyword. You're no longer of any potential use to me, so it's time to end this. The most powerful weapon in my arsenal. I call it the master key. For what does it unlock? But a molecular bond. It dissolves solid matter into scattered atoms. David, grab him. I'll take care of the key. Your kid shouldn't have called me a loser, Superman. You ain't going anywhere near him. Key, no, don't hurt him. He's just a boy. Your fight's with us. Oh, I'm well aware. You're next. Please don't. But first, I want to sink you to sink back to all that you and your friends have taken from me over the years. All the losses I've suffered. No, just stop. Or can you even imagine? I doubt it. You're Superman. How can you know anything about loss? Well, this is what it feels like. No! No is right! Batman? Man, Hanukkah touch. A gift from Talia Ghul. Resets the nervous system. You'll be fine. You're a monster who doesn't deserve to live. And David, I know what you think you think of yourself, and you're wrong. Why should I believe you? I know you don't believe that. You're better than him. That you're better than, and I know you don't believe that. You're better than him. And that you're better than this. But trust me, you are. Why should I believe you? Because Superman never lies. Okay. Phew. I thought you'd never get here. I told you I was on his trail. What did you expect? Guys? That hum. The ship. My God, somehow the key activated the ship. But why am I? I'm not surprised. You and the ship share a specific vibrational signature. The power rating from this thing is immense. It's preparing to make another jump, and it's trying to take you with it. David, turn it off. I don't know how. What? I didn't build it. My parents did. David, calm down. We can do this, all right? I know a bit about advanced tech. Let me try. There's some. No. Vibrations, parallel worlds, radio to Flash. Hurry. Already have. No response. Same with Kid Flash. Who else can we call? No one could get here fast enough, I bet. What? What's going to happen to me? In all likelihood, as you did coming here, you'll face shift to yet another random Earth on one of infinity. Absolutely not. There has to be some way to save him. There has to be. Superman is all right. It's not. It's all right. I mean, I was more trouble than I was worth, and don't ever think that. Ever. You were everything I could have hoped for, and listen to me. I'll find you somehow, some way. I promise. Don't worry about me. I'll be fine. Maybe there's another you out there somewhere, or a Batman, or Titans. Who knows? I'll survive wherever I end up, because now I know how to make a home. Friends, family. I had some great teachers. David, thank you. I'm sorry, but I know we'll see him again someday. We will. How? How can you be so sure? Superman never lies. Welcome, David Sikella. Who? You may call me Gog, and I've been waiting for you. So how was that?
Good in where it was set, and
Yeah.
and
Overall,
and a good stealth prequel, you might actually call it.
a good origin for David, wouldn't you say?
Yeah.
It could explain a lot, all of his anger and everything. And the way Superman handled it, like, I think this really handles things well.
You.
I mean, because he's very fortunate. And you also know that without Superman to guide him, he's going to go off the rails, and he does.
Yeah.
But it also shows that I don't say he was a helpless cause, a lost cause. He wasn't, but borderline.
Yeah.
Is that a good way of putting it? He was a borderline lost cause.
Yeah, a lot of people would say that the fact that his eye got damaged and such, you could say that he's half blind.
Well, we see his eye fine now, but that was probably Gog's doing.
Yeah, probably. Yeah, it's fine now, but the fact that it was maybe it was a reference to the previous issue, but if he's half blind, he can see where he's going or how to go forward, but he can't walk a straight line, and keeps going off it here and there. And those misdirections that he keeps going, that ends up shaping him into getting up into what he is as Magog.
Like I said, the key was the highlight of this.
Sure, that is very true.
Because seriously, he's a villain I wish more people would use. He's incredible.
Yeah. I think there was the first that when I saw it in use, it was in the...
I remember the Morrison League.
Yeah, Morrison League in the American Dreams line, and then there was also the Justice League Heroes, that game that was on PlayStation 2.
Oh yeah. Yeah, but yeah, and Joker being involved here, and it's stuff he was going here for the David connection for Magog, but I think it was a good explanation of why he hated him so much.
It's kind of still like I said in the retrospect of expecting Superman having the Joker act more like he will later be eventually as the murderer cloud instead of the or maybe it was the whole like what Grant Morrison did, a super sanity where he reinvents himself every day, and this just
I think it's more of a case where he's not full on murdering. He's not full on there yet, but this is him in that interim, leading into him becoming the murder clown. Like he's bloodthirsty, bloodlust, but not murdering.
Yo, if we go with the
I would say this. I remember there was a story when Paul Dini brought back Gaggy in Gotham City Sirens. He mentioned there was a point where the Joker was, the clown prince, or as Harley put it, the what was I thinking days. But then one day when they were in prison, Joker just snapped and started swinging his lunch tray at a guy, and then he got tossed into Arkham. I think this is after that. If that's canon.
Maybe.
But I'm saying, would you say that this is the point after he's just snapped, but he hasn't gone into the killer clown fully yet?
Yo.
Like, this is the point where he's done with Gaggy. No more Gaggy, but he's not fully in the Killing Joke yet.
Yo. And with Killing Joke, it was also, like, I'd like to say that it was still kind of in the sense that he was thinking if the backstory in Killing Joke was a false one. But if we go with the fact that
I meant Death in the Family. This is before Death in the Family.
No, yeah.
But
no, Death in the Family is where he became an actual. Yeah, not an actual murder, but a more the murderer that is
But I would say though,
a true unrepentant murderer. Let's go.
it did feel like though between issues, David from being a good kid to being the hothead, it did feel there was a bit of a jump. Like after Supergirl talked to him, and then when we see him later, he went from like he's starting to be under control to oh no, he's too hot-headed. Did you feel that way?
Kind of.
It just felt like a bit of a jump.
Yeah.
Not a huge jump because they were setting it up. But
first key with the people with the miners, and then Supergirl talked to her, and then we got to the
the stuff. Yeah.
And
the flooding. Then we got to the flooding.
And the flooding, yeah.
Oh yeah, and then him, him attacking that guy. Oh wow. But that was one of the other tip-offs.
How much damage did Roy do with those mixed messages?
I think a lot. I think Roy did a lot of damage when you had everyone else trying to do it, and then he's now. I mean, because at the same time, yes, he made a good point to Aqualad. Like, yeah, no, I can't do. You know what I mean, right?
Yeah.
But yeah, though, overall, this was a good prelude to what will be coming next. And a good origin for Magog, at least for a starting point. Knowing that he was a good kid, but without his Superman and being in the world that will be of Kingdom Come, especially with what's going to go on here with Gog, it's no wonder he eventually goes off because this Kingdom Come Superman's not going to take him under his wing. We know that.
Yeah.
That much we know for certain. He'll know him, but he won't be taking him under his wing as close as our Superman did. Unless he's going to be getting worse. Because, yeah, would you agree with that? This is a kid who needed constant holding on to and care to become a better person.
Yeah, if he had that up until growing up to actual proper adulthood, then maybe he would have been a
but no,
adult. Maybe.
I know, but the fact that he was at a point where Batman and Superman had to consider stripping his powers away, but then like, no, we're not giving up. But right at moments when he gets sent to the Kingdom Come universe, then it's like, he's stuck on his bad path. He is stuck there. And the fact that he thinks without, he acts without thinking.
Yeah.
But
those people who act with emotion without.
Yeah, he's even more emotional than Superman.
Yeah.
But we'll be going over next time with the Return to Kingdom Come, which is still a prequel.
Yeah.
So
prequel and a short sequel as the.
Well, one scene sequel, just like Kingdom Come did.
Yeah.
But we'll see you guys then. Take care.
And may your heart be your guiding game.